I'm back, y'all. Hey. Alright, peer request. I just accepted you, Brenda. IG. Oh, there we go. Hey there.
Hey, you know IG be tripping.
I know. Beautiful. I
Welcome
just
back.
invited you back up too. And okay,
Let's
and
go.
where nephew?
The most boss CPA. Me and you, I believe we meet on Friday.
Yes.
We had Thursday
I'm
night Bible study, y'all. Come on.
I'm looking
The
forward to
book club.
that one.
Brendan, can you put me out my misery, please? Because I'm over here scrolling through publications.
Oh, I've definitely got your backup. I got a bunch of people ready to go to help you out. Give you and I can do it too. I mean, I not to, I don't like to be a braggadocious person, but I could have been an attorney. I could have been a CPA. I could have been, a big securities person, asset manager.
I know they didn't do Brendan like that.
They surely is. They are really, really playing. Oh, here go nephew.
Okay. They literally sniped him out for something for no
For no
reason.
reason at all.
We out here.
Somebody said they blooped him.
He just popped out. It was crazy.
Oh man, they didn't even wait for him to finish his sentence.
I know, right?
Nope.
They is on the bull. They took him straight out.
They said no, no, no.
They said
Okay.
you won't get that answer today.
Yeah, not today. They said, yeah, not today. All right, he back.
That was
They
wild.
blew,
That's what I get for bragging. That's
they
what I
blew
get for
your,
even thinking about it.
they blew your ass clean out.
I mean off the screen.
So what is the answer with, he talking about two social security numbers. What is that?
Okay, so so when you used to get I remember I got my EIN for my estate about 4 years ago. Before you would just go through it. It would ask you, can we get the social of the decedent, and then can we get the ITIN of the representative? But then they changed it to where when you go to get it now, it says on there the representative cannot have the same name and social as the decedent. So you don't need to change size. You can do the same on both. You just need to,
So he basically said, yeah, you should put your trust there though.
yeah, I mean, you
Hmm.
can put whatever you want on the representative. You just can't put the exact same name that you have for the decedent. So even if you're going to do it, like I had someone who we just had them put the how they have it on the social security card, the first name, middle initial, last name for the estate, and then the representative as the full name. That might not be the right way, but that's how we got through it because they didn't have no trust or they didn't have anything like that. That was helping
Uh,
them with a case. But that's what they're asking. But they're not asking for two different socials or two different
They
EINs,
asked you
guys.
for the TIN number because the names
They
are the same.
Yeah, they just don't want the names and the social to be exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? Like you just got to change it a little bit.
That's why I
So,
would
Yes.
personally, but even with the estate, you want your estate to be covered. So
mhm.
as the representative, I would definitely make that my trust, right? I would make it my living estate trust. Period. To me,
Big facts.
they made
that's
the
what you
plot
make
too
it.
elaborate.
Right?
So, yeah, yeah, it's always to find a way. But yeah, that's as for ITIN number, which is a number that you get when you are representing somebody's estate and etc. But yeah, I would definitely do it as my trust, and everybody It's not mandatory, but you know you can buy a trust bond. So if you put a bond on all your trusts too, then you're yeah. So
Yep.
there's so many ways to do it, but there's your answer. You
Got
got
to get
it.
a bond. Got to
Got
have
to
a
get a
bond, guys. I have a bond. I use a silver surety bond for my trust. Have that on record with both my bank and at the county. Now, yeah, if I was over there and I was, having to, you know, travel around and, I didn't want to be liable commercially, I would have that there and the banks would take care of me because they trading on that. I tell them just tap out of that account real quick and take care of this, whoever it was.
that part.
And I see y'all keep mentioning the whole deceased. If you read the Internal Revenue Manual, it will tell you that the infant is the decedent of the estate. So they already issued the social to a decedent entity. So y'all need to stop tripping on things you don't understand.
Yep. And so does the Treasury says that too. When it comes to the TDA accounts, they define who the minor is, right?
Yeah,
So they,
y'all have to read something more than once to really understand what they're saying. These people talk in parables just like the Bible. It talks
yep,
in parables. I talk in parables. You catch it, you catch it. You don't. Right? It's all connected, right?
oh yeah,
So you have to read it more than once. My people on here that's been with me, they'll tell you they didn't watch them videos 11 million times. They probably know them by heart. And they say every time they watch it, they hear something else. Because you have to have ears to hear. You guys are reading to react. No, read to digest, then react.
Every time.
Auntie, I used to fall asleep with your lives on. I
That's how you do
did.
it.
I
Getting that
did. I used to
subconscious,
fall
Absorb.
asleep with them.
Absorb.
absorbing through her subconscious and her sleep.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all. It worked. That's how I passed nursing school because I used to be so tired. I would play the lectures in my sleep. There was no music in the car. It was lectures because guess what? Your brain is very powerful. And that's just like if you ain't rode a bike in 10 years and you get on, your brain know how to ride it. So if you keep hearing something over and over and over and over again, you're digesting it properly. And every time you do that, you see things differently, right? When y'all start reading and I can literally pick apart a post or a video. It's like as a video or I'm reading it, it like connect like Legos.
Hmm.
But I've trained my brain to do that though. So you have to watch something or read something more than once in order to
right,
grasp it fully. But
yeah. And when you teach it, you remember it the
yeah,
best. I was teaching a lot of people were talking about credit. I did, and I still do credit restoration. I did it, started 5 years ago. And, by teaching, I didn't know anything about it. But then when I started reading about it and explaining it to my brother, I was learning it the best. So that's why I think a lot of people ask for these groups. Y'all don't really get it that like the groups are not really meant to for you to get all the information from the individual because what is Paz gonna post on her group that she creates that she don't already post on her socials? It's gonna be
Facts.
exactly the same. The difference is that it's a little bit more interactive with the other people in the community. So really all you need to do is just create your own and just slap her, content in there and y'all just create your own study groups because that's all you're
no,
really
but
asking for that's any different.
because this is the issue with these study groups. Somebody will make a Telegram room. My shit is in everybody's Telegram room. They like to come steal, and it's there, right? Which is why most of it's on YouTube. Like, okay, you're gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put it up here, like, right? So y'all get into these groups though. All y'all do is sit in these groups all day and go back and forth. If you don't know an answer, you're gonna put it in the group. But you have to remember that all y'all in the group because none of y'all know what y'all doing. So how can somebody else who don't know what they're doing tell you what to do? And then it becomes a big mess, right? Then when y'all mess up, even though y'all had my stuff in your group and y'all were doing your group thing and I was not a part of it. And when you mess up, the first thing you're gonna do is come on my post and say it didn't work. So that's why I don't condone the groups. It is free. It is on YouTube. The videos that is up there. The reason y'all be like, when you gonna do another class? Why would I? Because I have given you guys the information. I'm gonna sound like a robot in a minute. The classes that I didn't do, like the mortgage class I did that mortgage class months ago and still ain't dropped it, right? Because it's not all about, oh, let me throw a class at you. No, I need you to digest what I'm saying so you can move on, right? And we have to do this in numbers. Now, God didn't even made it easier and threw Brendan hand in the pot. You want to know what your QCP is? Boom. That should be your motivation to say, because in order for you to cash in on anything, your paperwork got to be right. You cannot be operating in this dead ass entity right now. You don't control you right now because you ain't put age or majority on the record. If you knew, start at recording national status. But guess what? Then when you get that on paper, which means you have taken control of yourself, you are the rightful beneficial owner of all your shit. Your paperwork is in order. Now let me go to Brendan. I'm gonna get a QSIP number. I know what my QSIP number is now.
Hmm.
So you could demand your part. And you got undeniable proof. Ain't no more of this going back and forth, all bills prepaid, this, that, and the other. No, motherfuckers. You guys are in violation of your 10K, your 8K. I can prove it because it's right here. This is right here. And I know that my fund is in this. So now how much motherfucking money you gonna give me off of my shit? And make sure you keep paying me every month into this bond. And since I got my QSIP from Brenda, I know this bond gonna seal to 2027. So bitch, you better pay me to 2027 every month. Direct deposit, please. Thank
Hmm.
you. But they can't direct deposit in no Wells Fargo account, right? Not unless it's a living estate account. It has to be a living trust account. You're taking dead money, bringing it to life. It has to go from the dead side to the living side, and you only can do that is if you in living status. I don't know how many more ways to tell you. I I, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say.
She's telling you, she literally gives y'all everything. Like, and just like we did in the class, which we're going to be talking about a little bit in the QSIM Mastery and Enforcement, we give you guys everything, but, and I've said this before, which is why we'll be, I'm going to be dropping some communities on the school platform here soon. You guys need mindset training. It's really the issue that I think a lot of people are running into because I said this again. I said this in the mastery course. I know y'all were there. That this is not high school algebra where it's y equals mx plus b. You plug in y, you get x. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Okay, because there is a systematic way to do things, but you also have to have that comprehension. With algebra, you don't need to know the fundamental theorem of algebra. With calculus, you don't need to understand the fundamental theorem of calculus to do derivatives and stuff. Forgive me, guys, I went to university for physics, so I'm a big math nerd, but you didn't need for a while, you didn't need to actually understand math at all, how it was created in order to be good at it. You just had to plug and play. Once you got to a certain level, though, you had to understand how the mathematics was derived. And that's how it is with this. Once you get to a certain stage, you need to understand the principles behind the processes in order for it to actually work, because it is a spiritual journey. It's not just something that you just gonna you know, do some paperwork and everything just going to magically fall into place. Me and you could do the exact same paperwork at the exact same time for the exact same reasons to the exact same individual and get two totally different results. And I know people
every
have
time.
experienced that already. And it's because it's karmic, it's spiritual, and that's okay. We need to be a little bit detached from what happens and be okay with what the result of that is, because at the end of the day, we're always going to have everything we need. God provides, but He does provide. It's not you know, it's not something that we have to have everything figured out and control. We don't have to control everything. Okay. So, I want you guys to stay positive, but also just understand it's a mindset training thing. Once you're detached, once you have some detachment for the whole thing, I'm telling you, it makes it infinitely easier.
And I'm so
Infinitely.
glad that you said that because that is the way that I had to learn math. I had to understand why I was doing what I was doing. Like for the longest time, the quadratic formula, I'm like, okay, I understand the basics of it. But it wasn't until the teacher explained to me, like she wrote out the entire thing and then she canceled out all the variables and how it broke down to the quadratic formula. And ever since then, I completely understood how to do that. And I was like, I always needed to understand the concepts, whether it was in geometry, whether it was in trigonometry, whether it was in algebra 2, whatever. I needed to understand the core concepts. And then you never forget. Because
Yep.
if you're just going off of a formula, something can go wrong and then you won't have the answer. But if you understand fundamentally every step, you can go back and see where you went wrong.
Exactly. Like for me, the biggest example was calculus. In calculus, they actually teach you backwards. They always teach you derivatives first, and then they teach you, funny, we got derivatives in calculus and we got it in the finance. They're not any different, guys. Then you have the first fundamental theorem of calculus, which is the integral, how the integral was made. So they reverse engineer the integral to give you the derivative. But in school, they teach you the derivative first, and it's just like a formula. And then they just breeze through real quick. Oh, this is the first fundamental theorem of calculus. We're just going to brush through this real quick. They brush through it so fast, and then nobody actually gets it. Then when you actually have to solve a problem that requires you to, when I got into advanced mathematics in university, and you had to figure out the area of a sphere on the outside of a sphere, the surface area, you have to derive the first fundamental theorem from a point in the formula they give you. So they give you the formula and they say derive the first fundamental theorem, and then from this do a surface integral from this point to this point, blah blah blah. And like because I went to University of Texas, so a lot of people that was in my like calculus class also went there, and none of them got the question right because none of them knew how to derive. Formulas are derived. They come from what's called a theorem. So just like here in the financial stuff, all the commercial stuff, all the stuff with trusts, all the stuff with taxes, all the stuff with negotiable instruments, this SES, I love the phrase y'all coined though, SES. All that stuff comes from what? It comes from the fundamentals of commerce, of the way the commercial world works. Okay? They have certain things that are just fundamental in the way that they work because everything's a credit system and it's no longer real consideration. It's not real money. If it were, you got to just have it has to be a certain way that you're conveying value, and as long as you're doing it in that way, it can be accepted, right? Like a bill of exchange, guys, you don't need a template. It's so easy. The Bill of Exchange Act tells you need what? An unconditional order to pay. You need the three parties, the drawer, the drawee, and the payee. Okay, and then you just some descriptions. Just some descriptions of what it is
They
you're
don't
trying to
want.
do, what's it for, the account number,
They don't
whatever. Okay,
want to read you.
and then the endorsement. Literally, that's it. You don't need nothing else. All the window dressing is so it passes by the regular Joe Schmoes. It don't look foreign to them. It looks like a bank check, what they're used to seeing. That's why you do it like that, but not because you need to or like one works and one don't. I had a lot of consultations today. A lot of people were asking me very anything because why are you doing what you don't understand why you're doing what you're doing.
I,
You know what I'm saying? And
I
that
have to
with all due
tell
respect to you
people that
guys,
so many times.
yeah, it's you just have to understand the why really, and then the how is so easy. The how is so easy. Like oh, they didn't. We talked about it in the class. Why are you sending them a negotiable instrument? Because it says in their prospectus that you can pay with a security.
And
Easy
that's
enough.
definitely a
Okay.
security.
That's
Easy.
it.
That's definitely a security. You can't tell them it's not. That's just like the IRS tell you if you send them a gift, it puts some overages and they send you that back. So if you send them the gift, that means you created it, which means, wait a minute, I'm a private banker.
Mm,
But wait, I can print a security. But
you
I
can.
got the power with a printer and a little type in a nice little program to create something that turns into monetary value and I get paid off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
which is
And
no
that's what
different.
we go
Yeah,
ahead.
which is no different being at the car dealership and they print out a promissory note. They printed out a piece of paper that turned into money.
Every
Feel
time.
the thickness and feel the thick. Well, they don't like to give them out now. They like to give you little discs and shit. Put it on a disc, but they want to put it on a disc. But let me tell y'all where you find it at. you know, when you first got that car and you financed it, whoever you financed it to, yeah, they put your application on a little drive, and you like, I don't have the original one, right? You only got a copy. But if you notice that when you lease a vehicle or whatever, the company that financed it is going to send you a welcome packet with all the figures on there. And guess what else is on there? A barcode. That is your copy. That is your copy. So for all y'all that threw that away, that's your security you threw in the garbage. It has a barcode on it for them to scan it because it's a security. Well, why is it a security? Goes back to what Brandon just said. It has all the elements of a security. It got your name, who owe it, the month, the term, the amount, right? And it has a barcode on it. So y'all threw it away.
It does. I can confirm.
I can too. And that's what
Yep.
you use right there. That's
Yep.
your security.
Those are all standardized forms.
Yeah.
All those consumer credit contracts.
They just sent
Because
you, basically, if you think about it, you know how it says that you are due the interest and the principal, because you're due both. They got to get you the principal back, and then you got to get interest on the principal, right? And you send me a security that got the principal and the interest on it, because it's in that original packet they sent you. So they really did pay you your principal and your interest back. You just forgot to send it back right.
mm-hmm. You just
But
leave it abandoned, then they claim it on a 1099-A.
yeah, people who don't throw mail away, they about to get to digging in there. I was like, wait a minute. If I ain't throwing it away, that's that welcome packet that tell you how to log in online and how to pay. But that very front page, baby, it got all the elements of a security on there, and it's on the proper paper. You feel it. They ain't saying that shit on no regular. They said that is your principal and your interest back.
Yep.
And you got so many days to claim it before they can claim it. So now you claim it has a barcode on there.
Mm-hmm. The barcode is scannable. It's going to have all the account
You're gonna
information
have,
sitting right there.
it's gonna have a CUSIP number. It's gonna have your name on it. Because remember, the holder of the security whose name is on there, it belongs to you. Been telling y'all this forever. If y'all watch my video.
Yep. Man, like, do you think the technology's be getting so hot, dude? I got to put a fan against it just to keep it cool down.
Crazy.
Just for going live. It didn't used to do this. When I had a little Metro PCS phone, I could be doing YouTube downloader for days and it would never get hot.
What has the barcode on it? The very first initial package. If you went and got to finance the vehicle, and they say, okay, you got signed up with GM Financial, which is actually America First or some shit, right? That's GM Financial. GM Financial sent you a packet, a welcome packet, and the on one sheet, which is all the elements of a security. It's gonna have a barcode. That was your principal and your interest. They gave it back. They gave it back, right? But because they still selling your shit, they still got to send you an interest payment every month, right? Up until the time that the contract is over. So that's what you think is a bill every month is actually the security. So you got it back up front off of the one security. That every month for 5 years or whatever your term is, they still have to pay you because it ain't no one-time payment. I'm done. And they sending it to you every month. Everybody should be calling y'all car company and be like, I'm not doing automatic auto pay anymore. I am doing check only. So I need you to send me my bill every month and get off of that fucking computer.
Yep.
Right? And the reason why they can keep it on the computer, and we didn't went over this, because it's a book interest security. But you got the physical one.
Mm-hmm. Am I coming through okay? I had to have
Yes,
this
we
fan blowing on
can
here,
hear
but
Yeah, I
you.
can hear
Okay.
you.
So
okay,
tell us
You
good.
good.
about the CUSIP class. I don't know.
All right. So again, guys, the Pass family gets all the sauce. Other people, man, I know Auntie knows this for sure. Other people be blowing their chances and be trying to do their own thing. We'll talk about that later. But Pat's family be getting everything because y'all be walking in honor. So we, as soon as we did the class, I had great reception. Everybody knows that. Okay, when Tamika's been talking about it all day today, how great the class was. And we loved having you on there too, Tamika. We loved how you chimed in and helped and answered some inquiries. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. You did anyway.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate that. And so after the class, everyone was like, "Where's the replay? Where's the replay? Where's the replay?" Well, if you guys go onto uh, um, my link tree, which is in her bio, and it's also here. If you click on my page, this little button up here. All right, you click, you follow us. Make sure you're following everybody on here. All right, it's really important. But you're gonna go on here. The replay is going to be dropping in a couple weeks, and we got the pre-order ready. And the Paz family gets a very special discount. Again, you guys get the best discount as the Paz family for that pre-order on the replay. All right, and I'm going to drop the pre-order. And just so you know, too, my marketer, she's probably watching this. She does not want me to call it a replay, guys. It's really a course. I'm breaking it up into 8 or 9 1-hour modules, right? With little cliff notes, PDFs, and all those IRS forms. I'm gonna have them filled out for you guys and posted inside of the my website where it's going to be hosted. So she doesn't like me just calling it a replay because I ain't just giving you the video. I'm giving you resources and materials. Okay, but here's the pre-order discount for the Paths family. It's going to be this. It's going to be Paths 999. All right, so I'll let you pin that. I'll let you pin that, Auntie. Hopefully, it don't go by too fast. If I need to do it again, let me know. But you guys use that special discount on my link tree. It's the third link there on my link tree. Okay, that has the ability to get the course. All right, and that's for the pre-order. All right, the pre-order's only going on for a week. All right, the pre-order is only going on for 1 week, and then when we drop it, it'll be regular price. And we told you it'd be more than the live class, but we're really happy to be able to do this for the Pass family. We're gonna have more to come as time goes on, but and I really wish lovely CPA was there because it was the most. I never have felt so in flow in a class before that I've done. Like I just felt like we hit everything, and all the foundation that Tamika's been laying down for years and years and years. We were able to basically summarize all of it and just give you the confidence to go out there and do it and let you know how to contact these folks to help you with the enforcement and to let them know that I mean business. When I send you guys a stamp endorse send, when I send my negotiable instrument, okay, when I send my security, I'm not just sending it to you hoping you're going to credit my account. You're going to follow my instructions or you're going to feel the wrath of the financial system. Okay, and I'm going to let the post office know, the IRS know, the SEC know, the State Securities Commission know, the FTC know, and the Consumer Transaction, I'm going to let the CFPB know. You're going to have to deal with all of them. They're going to be inquiring, and you're going to be dealing with me. And if you don't answer me, then I'm bringing you into equity jurisdiction. And so we showed you guys exactly how to do all that. So we're giving you guys that opportunity. And Instagram's tripping so much, I can't even see the comments, and I can't see nothing. So I hope my comment even went through.
Yeah, I pinned it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Like,
It did. I saw it.
Brendan,
Yes.
I wish I was there too. They had me working. They had me out
Me
here in
too.
these streets.
yep.
Oh, they
I'm
had
sure
me.
they did.
I think you called me when I was in the airport.
Yep, I did. I
Yep, you
did.
called me when I was in the airport.
They had you
I was
working.
real tired.
I could hear it, and they were like, "Can you give us?" They wanted your credit card for everything.
I was like, wait, I got cash though.
Right, and they're like, "Wait a minute, like we were told we're going to be taking that pretty soon.
You gonna take it today?
Man, I really hope I just want something new, man. This money be dirty, man. They need to give us something better. They need to get all the other countries. It's like plasticky monopoly money, and it's a lot cleaner. Ours is like paper.
I mean, Jamaica does have some very pretty money.
Yes, because I got money all around the motherfucking world because
Yeah.
United States money is their money to me is silver and gold. And if y'all look at the debt clock on the other side, everything is silver. Everything
Yep.
is
Everything
silver.
is silver.
Because you got to think about it. Yeah, having the gold is good. Now, I'm not saying not having no gold ain't good. Okay. But what I'm also saying is everything is silver because if they put the gold clause in effect from 1933, they write another amendment. They're not going to do that. So even though silver and gold, it says silver, gold, and minerals, is considered lawful payment. That's why y'all remember when, I don't know which one of these presidents was in, but they were sending all of our soil to China while Bill
Mm-hmm.
Gates owned all the farmland because minerals is considered lawful payment, right? So that's number one. But then silver has always been one too, a lawful payment. Silver certificates, they can't bring back the gold. So what is it going to be? Silver. So I like lots of silver. I like lots of quarters. I like lots of silver because the dollar has to go. It's done. It's over. The Queen and then Rothschild, they just told you it was over. So you
Mm-hmm.
have a choice to make on what side you want to be in. So and I know a lot of people be like, why we got to learn all this other stuff in order to get to the end, right? It's because if you are saying that you are not a minor and that you can handle your own affairs, you can't handle what you don't know. Because what's going to happen is, yeah, they'll give you your stuff and you ain't got to set up private, and then the IRS is getting your ass for tax evasion because you didn't make yourself tax exempt.
Then y'all
You
gotta
have to know how.
come over here and see
And
us.
so you have to know how to structure yourself properly, but you have to also know how to handle your own affairs if you are saying that you're able to do that. You can't do it if you don't know it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the purpose to why. Would it be easy for me to just to write a whole book? Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do yes. But what good is that gonna do?
Yep.
Create more templates.
I'm so
Yeah, silver about to be worth more than gold. I'd be at the bank like, can I get $1,000 in quarters? I'd be on eBay ordering silver because they can't think about it, y'all. The 1932, they can't bring that back. So now they're going to use silver. And if you look at the little deck clock on the other little side, it's a whole little silver man in armor. Everything he in is in silver. I'm going to see if I can find it. Everything he in is in silver. And you like, wait a minute. And it says up, silver up. I'll be in over. I ain't say don't get no gold, but I was damn sure have some silver. Because if they stop accepting dollars at the Federal Reserve, they ain't gonna never stop accepting change from Mint.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
They ain't gonna never stop taking change from Mint. So yeah,
Yep.
you go
And they won't stop accepting money orders from the post office neither.
that
That
part,
part.
that part. Everybody else going down. MoneyGram is a service. Think about it.
Yep.
If your bank go down and if the money isn't, but guess what? The post office is the head what? Banker. And this is why it's important to know these things so that you can structure yourself properly, stand in honor, and I'm not doing it because Pastor Freedom just told me. And I know what I'm doing this for. I know where I can find it at. So guess what? If you challenge me, I can stand on my ground. Point blank period. Right? But you'll have a ground to
Mm-hmm.
stand on. Not talk about, oh my God, what poster she's put that on? Let me go find it. In order to get to the end of the yellow brick road, you have to put in the work. You can't take cuts. You can't skip the line. You got to go down the yellow brick road in honor and gathering information properly to use it to get you to the end of the yellow brick road. Because the end of the yellow brick road is fucking beautiful. It
Mm-hmm.
is fucking. I just told y'all my daughter got into a whole car accident because somebody hit her. And I just said, she is okay. I don't believe in tainted vehicles. Okay. So I'm going to go out tomorrow and go buy her another. Wouldn't y'all love to know how to just be able to do that? I'm not spending no money. I ain't swiping no card. But I'm coming out there with a motherfucking car. I guarantee you that much.
Mm-hmm.
And when I stop for this quarter that I'm going to make sure that I get in, I'm going to send all of my receipts to my CPA and then she going to get it all back.
Boom.
Expeditiously, because
Hey,
I don't have a
look,
problem getting in the group asking you for your expenses. And
that
don't
part.
send them. Mess around, don't send them for a week. I'll be back in 2.
Yeah, that part. So then I got it all back, right? But then wait a minute, because I know this paper that I just signed as a security, it got a barcode on it. So let me go holler at, Mr. Broker Man. Come on, y'all. I've been saying this for I don't know how long, y'all. I've been saying it's proof. It's stuff on the page, but you have to work yourself up to that. You have to study to show thyself approved to get to that, right? You
Yep.
you go to do something like that, I ain't have to be like, damn, okay, now what law? This, that, another one. I made sure baby girl was good and I will post it. I immediately contacted my man, say, hey, this is what happened. Here's a picture. He like, I hope she's okay. Yes, she is. I need another car. When are you trying to come in? I said, tomorrow at 2.
Yep.
And because I did a deal, they know what it is. They like, yes, he starts sending me after hours. He said, I am with a client. Do you mind if I call you after hours? I said, no problem. I'll be at the hospital. And after hours, he called me. After hours, he sent me what I asked. So send me what you got up there and let me tell you what it is that I want. I will see you tomorrow. I want everybody to be able to get into that point that if an emergency happens, you're good. Oh, I don't have to worry about my kids' school or my Christmases because I learned how to send a gift, and every quarter I send one, so I know I got an extra 200,000-300,000. But damn, they sent me that money, so now I still gotta go CPA so she can file my taxes to make sure that I'm tax exempt on this money, so they can see I overpaid taxes and they can give it back to me again. That part.
Uh-huh. I know that's right. I can't wait to get with lovely CPA. Man, I'm trying to look for that invitation actually. Mercury retrograde is so bad. Everything's like glitching so bad. It's like I can't even find it where I did it.
Uh, Brandon, I have you on my call list for tomorrow. Hold on, hold on, my assistants are online. I can
Yeah,
tell you where
I'm
you are.
looking for the invitation, and it's like act like it don't exist.
It exists. If it doesn't exist, we'll make it exist.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
I'm gonna make sure you get. I know. Look, I'm gonna help you. You're gonna help me. I know how it's gonna work. Cause look, I get the ideas of all this tax stuff. It's just that the circulars. You got the little number that when you go to plug it in, the IRS said yes, ma'am. Whereas when I go to do it, they go, "Who's this schmuck?" That's just the way it goes. Like,
So what happened the other day? So I called in for somebody's stuff, and they were like, "Oh, this is EA number, blah blah blah," because I can't say it out loud. And they were like,
yep.
"Come on, let's go and get you on through." I'm like, "Dang, am I at the top of the phone tree? I didn't want to be out here. I don't want to be on top of the phone tree. But let me go ahead and get my folks stuff through. I got you. I promise I won't call for another 2 days. Y'all got it. Y'all got it."
Wow,
Can I
that's
put a
awesome.
lien on my Can I put a lien on my employer? Can you get free? Lord have mercy. That's what I be saying, y'all. So I don't know what I'm saying. Dojo, what you
Guys, don't
need?
be putting liens on people, man. Do you know how dangerous that is? Did you see Auntie, that case out in Tennessee of that group of people who put a bunch of liens on the county
Yes.
officials, like the judges and stuff,
Wait,
and they
wait,
all
wait.
got they
But wait a though. One of them, damn, what is his name? Nephew, what is his name? What is his name? Oh my God, what is his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my God, he was one of the guys. He had a whole 1099 group on y'all ass. Damn, what was
Oh,
his name? Oh my God, what was his name? His Telegram group. All right, come on now. What is
is
this?
he
I can see his
straw man
face.
the
down.
well the well
No,
known?
no.
Is he well known?
Yes, I can see his face. He's an older guy. He
You
used to
talking
be
about Chris
down.
Hauser?
Chris
Chris
Hauser.
Hauser.
Yeah.
He used
They
to be
finally
downstairs.
got him.
He used to be downstairs sitting at a motherfucking desk with bookshelves behind him. Like I can remember all that, but couldn't remember this nigga name,
Uh-huh.
right? So when he came out, somebody sent it to me. So I'm just looking and I'm like, he tried to tell y'all can use 1099 A's, walk in the dealership and pay for it. And I'm like, no, they can't do that. Right. So then I got to looking them up. And I say, holy shit. I say, everybody that's in that group, they trying to see who they need to put on the terrorist watch list. Because
Mm-hmm.
he was in an active case for them putting liens and shit on judges, but they were telling y'all to put liens on judges. Tell y'all how y'all don't research our people. And his whole federal court case was, it was live on YouTube, like you could see what was happening. Him and all them niggas with the jail, while you're talking about, let me lean the jail, let me lean the jail, let me lean the governor. You bet not act in the proper capacity, and you ain't got to.
Yep.
Or you wanna write me a ticket, no problem. CPA, can I get an appointment? I need to file my quarterly informational tax return so they can know I did business with them. I bet you won't play with me now, right? It's a way to do stuff. So no, you cannot lean your employer. No, you can't lean your employer.
Lean them and see, don't you lean to the left.
And to the lip.
Y'all do
Yeah.
everything except for the right thing. You know what? That 1099A came up in one of my consultations the other day. And this particular person was like, "Hey, I sent it into the dealership. Am I gonna get in trouble?" I was like, "I suggest you don't. I suggest you don't go back there."
Hell no, because they was arresting people. They put it
I don't
all
know
on the
why they're
news
sending that into the dealership.
because
I
Chris
Y'all gotta be
Hauser,
crazy.
because
I
Chris
suggest
Hauser because he had a Telegram group and he told the people to do it, and people don't do not damn no research at all whatsoever, and that is what it is. First of all, the dealership people don't know shit. They don't know the last car. When I went and got my son car, he put me to do the last paperwork or whatever. I was in there with that head finance manager. Got this nigga number in my phone. He gave me his personal number. Okay. I asked him, I said, what do you think they do with these contracts when we done with them? He was like, I really don't know. So even when it came to the insurance part, right? When I gave him the surety bond, he said, you can use this. I said, yeah. He said, how much is it? I told him. He said, how many cars on it? Because remember, somebody asked me, how many cars can you put up on your surety bond? He like, I got 9 cars or some shit, and I'm paying $4,000 a month just for insurance. That's why he gave me his number, right? Because he verified that, yeah, they can use a surety. Like, he had to call the finance company. They're like, yeah, she can use a surety. He's never seen that before, and he was the head finance dude. So then I asked him, I said, do you know what they do when you're done with that, finalizing the application? You're the third signature, right? He said, no, I really don't. So then when I told him, he said, what? He the head finance manager.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even know. But then he gave me his personal cell phone number. Because he said that. He said, I want to know. He like, so you mean to tell me BMW? And he worked for BMW. BMW been getting me all this time. I said, yes, they have. I said, in every place, every time y'all send it to a bank, every time you send it to a bank, and they tell you that they can't give you the credit, y'all sell it to them. But do y'all notice that the letters, so say you went to CarMax will run your shit through 20 people. You're going to get 20 different letters in the mail saying that you denied, but it's a barcode on that. It's not denied. That was your
Yep.
security they were sending you, right?
Yep, that you abandoned.
that you abandoned.
Then,
Y'all
Yep.
see how
then
many
they
ways
filed a 1099-A.
that part? You see how many bags you can get? Why you think they
The
sending you
correct one.
letters? Then honestly, they send you that denial letter and you can counteract it. You say, no, I'm not agreeing to this. You acquiescence. I gave you my credit. I know you ran it this way. You did this. You used this. When I talk to these people, I'd be like, because let me tell you something. I'd be like, no, you did it here and you deposited here and this is the name of this company and this is the person that is over that. Then you took it and you put it through this system and you did this and then it went there and then it came back. It actually came back immediately because you are a person that is in the system to be able to do this. And it was supposed to come back to moi.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go in there like that, they be looking at you like, fuck, how do you know this? But guess what? Guess what? God damn it, I have to do it because if I don't, if they know this much that this is what I'm supposed to do, if I don't do it, they know this much to get in trouble. Right? So no, they send you, we can't approve you. That is a letter of offer. No, you be like, I will not agree with this because you do this and you do this. And in the moment that this car dealership sent you over my application, you took my application and you turned it into a security. That's the original security right there. And then you tell me you can't give me no money. Well, give me the money that the people gave you. Give it back to me because it belonged to me. That's why it has a barcode on there. It has a application number. The application number is what Brendan used to go pull your Q-sub number. On all y'all denials, them denial sheets, I don't give a damn if you ain't got them. You know, you can call these people. Like, I'm going to use CarMax. CarMax uses one company that they run all your shit through. They sold your application to them, right?
Yep.
That's what they did. They sold it. So you can call them, give them your information, and say, I need you to send me every denial you've ever sent me. Guess what? That's a FOIA over the phone, and they have to send it to you. And it has a barcode on there. And then with those application numbers, Brendan can put them in the system, pull your CUSIP, right? Which makes beautiful CPA job easier because she can see them on her side of the system, but you just made it easier because you gave it to her. That she can file your taxes, and guess what? You get it back. But you can't file no taxes without no damn living estate trust, the trust. Get in God we trust, damn it.
Yep.
1099B with a CUSIP number on it going outweigh all day.
Out day, all day, and it's yours. You send in
Mm-hmm.
proof, it's yours. So that's how we supposed to be operating the system, y'all. So that's why y'all gotta learn this shit.
Essentially, they're cooked.
That's why y'all gotta learn this shit. You know, I don't know what else to say.
Hey,
It's,
I see
it's,
y'all getting in that enforcement class. I'm
I know that's
really,
right.
I'm really happy that we're able to give this to, and I'm gonna make sure when we get on, what time we getting on that call tomorrow? It's literally not even on my calendar. It
Uh,
like disappeared.
so let's do. I'll be on Eastern time tomorrow, so let's do 1 o'clock.
Okay, 1 o'clock Eastern.
1 o'clock Eastern. Just
Okay,
call me. Just pop up with a call. I drop everything for you.
I have to do the math in my head for the time zone. Okay, I can do
Okay, you
that.
sure?
Yeah, let's see, 1:10.
Brandon, you looked up the same way I looked when he said he took a 1099A into the dealership.
They looked
Yeah,
at him like I didn't have. Look, I had one guy. He did the whole transaction. Had his keys in his hand, was walking out. The guy gave him a copy of the damn contract. This stupid nigga wrote on there, cancel, and gave it back. They snatched the keys from him so bad. You supposed to possession is 9 times of the law. You take that motherfucker home. But a private process is supposed to be done in private. And how are you going to operate in your private banker capacity and don't know how to be a private banker? That's what you got to think about.
Made the plot too elaborate.
Yeah. And it ain't that hard if y'all focus and do the important things first and go from A to Z. It'll
yep,
cause less hiccups.
yep. Man, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm definitely. In fact, let me send you a message right now so I don't forget.
Somebody,
Yeah.
oh, look at Miss Nicole and Miss
Look,
Nicole
that's the one
Campbell.
I'm pinning. That's the one I'm pinning about the IRS envelopes worth money too, and they
Because they
are.
have cancel stamps down the side. I've been telling y'all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna really just be honest with y'all, right? I'm gonna really be honest with y'all. I do not like ebooks, and let me tell you why. First of all, that means I gotta sit in front of a computer or a phone that's letting off radio shit. Number
Yeah.
one, and I'm trying to use my mind to a different capacity. So I'm fighting against myself because I'm holding a device that's causing my energy to be lower. Okay, because everything is an energy exchange. Look where you hold your phone. You hold it in your fingertips. Do you know the power in your fingertips? Which is why in yoga they point their fingers a certain type of way because you have power in each one of your fingers for a certain chakra, right? And the elevation. So even if I do get an ebook, I invest in just one little printer, and it ain't got to be much, and 500 sheets of paper, and you print and put it in a book. You looking at it on pen and paper, right? Which is magical. You're gonna understand it better. You can highlight it. You can this. You can reference check. And guess what? When all the systems go down, I done said it before. When all the systems go down, and they going. That's why the words say, hide that word in thy heart. Baby. You better hide that word in your heart. But you better hide it in a binder too. Because when everything go down, are you gonna know? You gonna be like, it's UCCF slash 130T. They gonna be
Hey,
like,
y'all gotta learn.
you better put that shit in a binder. Okay? I'm trying to tell y'all because the shit is going down, and everybody that's stuck on these computers is gonna be like, "Well, give me a book and let me sit in the middle of the bed and read this shit with an highlighter, like I'm a school teacher, sitting in the middle of the bed drinking some herbal tea. Like, let me read this. Let me get my mindset. So as I'm reading this, I can see past the words on the paper, so I can understand totally what they mean. Like, y'all better put that shit in the book. I don't know why I'm telling y'all that, but y'all better get a binder. Y'all better start printing some shit. Cause shit gonna come up missing. And they change it all the time. Like, they done changed Camilla's Wikipedia about 3,000 times since she ran. They put whatever they want you to believe. And if you don't have concrete evidence, you are hit. Hit.
Mm.
So the cursive class that he has, basically, it not basically, that class was amazing. And there's no point of knowing what your Q-sub number, knowing how they're trading, and not know how to read it and interpret it. You know what I'm saying? Because they still may try you. But it's your Q-sub number. It's yours. So when you properly tell these people that you're the Asian majority, get the proper documents on paper for them to direct them. But you can't direct them in this status. You have to direct them in living status. Right now, shit, they the POA over you. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. We make the decision. So right now the decision is we're gonna make this money off of you, and we're gonna keep it, and then we're gonna log it to the people as a gift. So you don't have to pay no taxes on it because that goes up under tax class 5 where they said wages is considered a gift. Why y'all keep arguing with the freaking food stamp people? It says in the IRS manual that the wages is tax class 5, and you look next to 5, it should say a gift. Well, why? And then, but the IRS code say that I don't have to pay taxes on the gift. Don't it say that, Miss CPA? You don't have to pay taxes on the gift,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all wonder,
Absolutely.
and
And
why.
it's a tax code where your immediate family can gift you up to, I think it's 16.5 tax free. Because I
Yeah.
Hmm.
know I have my folks run me money back. I may not get everything back from my mama. My gift may come up a little bit short, but it's tax free. Twelve
Yeah,
five for the kids. Yep. Y'all got a lot of stuff out there.
but you know what the issue is when it comes to taxes. This how they play, right? Right. Listen. These the elaborate scheme that these niggas came. I gotta give it to them. They put it together. Okay, my hats off to these because they put it together. So this is how they get y'all to go to H&R Block, um, whoever these other people is, right? Because they don't have the training to do what she does. They take a little 3-4 week training, go in there, and now they're an expert to press some buttons. So they can't tell you that all these credits belong to you, right? But they put these Jackson Hewitts and his H&R Blocks, and TurboTax. Okay, well, I can do it from home and do my own taxes, right? Now you're missing out on all your credits. You're not doing the proper informational tax. But guess what? Those people in those places cannot help you because they are not a CPA. When it comes to the order of the IRS of importance, not one motherfucking time on there do I see it say tax preparer. I see it say CPA, all right, or EA. Tax preparer ain't nowhere on there because these CPA knows all these credits. And then their credentials as a CPA in the IRS database is like having the best power that you can ever have. That's what they're there for. Then you got tax advocates. Y'all just be like, oh, they taking too long to send me my check. No, your check is about 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000 short because you didn't file on this side when you should have filed on that side. Oh, but you tax exempt. That means you get all of that back. And remember, everything is a tax. Your check is a tax. Your check is a tax. Your paycheck is a tax. Your Walmart receipt is a tax. All of this shit is taxes, taxes, taxes. Because the taxes was owed to the queen. So they made it seem like there's a full amount of taxes for everything. No, my whole check is a tax. Well, how do you get that back? CPA. And H&R Block gonna look at you crazy when you ask them. But they get y'all because they say you can get your money early. They about to charge you 12 arms and 15 legs to get your money early. You didn't file the wrong damn tax. By the time everybody else get their money, you already ain't got none. When you could have just sent the gift at the end of the year and at the beginning of the year when a new quarter start, when they balance out the books, because the IRS balances books out every single quarter to make sure that everybody got what they supposed to have, right? They're going to make sure that they balance the books there. So you didn't send them a gift, but you don't owe them nothing, right? You don't owe them nothing. You didn't send them 200,000, and when they look on their books, they say, "Oh, well, Mr. Johnson doesn't owe us anything. We have to balance the books. Please print Mr. Johnson out a check for 250,000, but please make sure that you add the additional tax, the interest that they earn, and at the end of the quarter, you're gonna get a check in the mail, so you can get that, and then turn them out for your taxes." But no, y'all want you can get it 15 days early, and the child, they get y'all with the child. They only talk about the child tax credit. Do y'all hear all these other credits?
Then they charge you $1,000 to do it.
Yeah, because the lady told me one time they charge. This was a while ago. They charge $250 per document that they have to put in the system. That's how they charge y'all. What? But bitch, you done left $30 million worth of fucking
Credit is
money.
on the table for no reason. Oh, and for those that are asking, it's publication 55.9 for giving gifts. Publication 55.9. And if you want the form, it's 702.
What is publication who?
55.9. And your form is going to either be a 706 or a 709. So I know y'all hear me talk about generation skipping taxes, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm pointing you in the direction. That way y'all, oh, and correction for 2024 is 18,000. I apologize. They did change it.
They got to with inflation.
Yep, it's 18,000 that, and it is now, catch this because it's getting ready to be real free, y'all. I need everybody to take their pen, paper, and pencils out. I think y'all ready. There is no limit on the amount of gifts that you can receive. It's in the publication. There is no limit on the amount of gifts that you can receive.
So this is to what she said though, right? Because some of y'all gonna be trying to be acting like some no limit soldiers and shit, sending these people $100 million. That's not what she said. She said there's no limit on the gifts you can receive. That means that I'm going to send the Treasury a gift once a week. I want to be a good little person, and I'm going to help pay off the public debt, and I'm going to send them every Tuesday. I am going to send them a gift. That's what she means. But
let me take it a step further, Auntie.
please,
Y'all have all these trusts. Y'all have all these trusts. Y'all done jumped off all these cliffs. Why is your estate not gifting you? Or why are you not gifting your estate? I'm gonna leave it at that.
do y'all see what she's saying if you didn't catch it? So, let me break it down to let everybody catch it terms. Now, she said, why you not gifting your estate? So that would mean that you have an estate open. And when you send the gift, you put it in the name of the estate instead of you. But you're just the signer because you are the trustee over the estate. You're the responsible party, so you can sign, right? She's also said that if you have a living estate trust, or you got a revocable trust, you got an irrevocable trust, you got a living estate, you can send gifts, right? Y'all get that? So if you send the gift in the name of the estate, that means you just made money for the estate, right? Because the payment will come back in the name of the estate, which means you have to have an estate bank account opened up so that you can be able to deposit it. You got it?
No limit on the amount of gifts.
No limit.
You
So
receive.
they want the gifts. They want us to help pay off the public debt. Well, let me pay it off. But the good thing about me giving you a gift than me giving Mercedes one, Mercedes talking about they want more. Greedy ass. That's why it said greed is a sin. The IRS is like, we appreciate your gift. Here's your check and interest. We have showed y'all the shit all over our page. People are getting checks. Do. Like this not fake checks. Those are real fucking checks, y'all. Like I don't play no games like that. Don't send them gifts. But you better know how to send it right. And make sure you send it where it's supposed to go.
Man,
Y'all better get on it now.
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Absolutely, because and then the whole sad part, the forms I just gave you, the instructions at the bottom tell you how to do it.
They ain't gonna go read it up, or they still gonna fuck it up.
Now, the first person I catch jumping off a cliff, you will be an example. But I can pull and you know what? I might send to Auntie. I have someone with so many generation skipping credits at the top of their transcript is ridiculous. But they got it though.
Because they like gifts.
They understood the mission.
They understood the assignment, as they say.
Gifts. Gifts.
In Bloop we trust.
And Bloop we trust. I be showing y'all
Auntie,
all
you
type of
gotta
way.
make an entity with that name in there with Bloop in there.
Yes, I am. I am. I'll tell you what it is later. Man, I show y'all so many ways to get the bag. See, because if you can collect the bag, then now you got your mind free, because that's what they want to do. Keep us bogged up. Oh, I got to pay this, and now I got to pay this. So you don't have the time to think, right? Not time to study. We just made sure y'all just had some money.
Yep.
Like it's bags all over here to get. Find your position and play it. Anywhere on the board, you could have found money. You could have got on the board and collect $200 and go up 5 spaces, right? Put yourself in position to collect the easy way. They deliberately,
It's true, guys.
yeah, they deliberately put these stresses out here, harvesting everybody energy, because everybody got to be at work at 8. They do it at particular times. Y'all don't even look at that. That's why they say the police can only stop you between the hours of, I think it's 3 and 5, because you got a 6 in the morning shift or 8 in the morning shift, right? That's why from 3 to 5. Think about it. Or you got to be there at 3. But normally on a night shift, the last person's getting to work between 12 and 2. So they ain't supposed to stop you no other time, only between the hours of 3 and 5, because you're a part of the auto theft. And anybody out between the hours of 3 and 5, they could be the people who's, stole cars. That's the way they look at it. Like when I say everything is strategic, 3 o'clock in the afternoon is the highest point of the day. Whereas the hottest point of the day, I don't care what state you in, between the hours of 3 and 4. But why? That's the time our kids get out of school. All that energy going around. When I tell y'all these people have used natural and spiritual forces to be able to achieve what they're achieving. And you're going to have to tap into both, whatever that may be for you, in order to win. You have to learn your position.
Mm-hmm.
And I want y'all to be able to study more, this, that, and the other, which is why I give y'all things like, you can get the bag from there. These people get more bags off us in a little bit. It's okay to get my bag too. I want to be like Richie Rich.
See, somebody missed it in the comments. If y'all were real, I would accept gifts as payment. Y'all do how to
Okay.
do it.
That part.
Brandon over there, he's over here like accept gifts as payment, eh?
Yeah. Well, I got a charitable
Yeah,
trust, so
yeah, there
I,
you
I
go.
I can't wait to show you my trust structure. Actually, lovely.
I
Like I
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm like jumping for joy. I can't wait to ignore people to be on the phone with you. And
well, I'm sure
it's
everybody
gonna
be
be my
bugging you,
son.
man.
It's gonna be my son. I'm gonna have to pick up at least once because he can't find the socks. But after that one little interruption, I'll be back.
Yeah, tell him to put it on his door handle.
Oh Lord.
Let me never forget. You got the little ankle socks, or you got the big tube socks?
You know these kids like these crew socks now with the uptowns.
Yeah, I wore big basketball socks all the way up to my calf, looking like Urkel.
And for you
Man,
guys that's asking, how do you make it a living estate trust? How do you make a trust? How about you go and you research what does it take, the components of a trust? Because only you can make your trust. Are there certain things that should be added in there? Yeah. But we just told you on the first call what to look for to find out the qualifications for a trust, right? A trust has to have a grantor, a trust has to have a settler, a trust has to have a trustee, a trust has to have a beneficiary. So why don't you go and look up the components of a trust and then put it together, because only you can really make your trust. As long as you have the important stuff in there, adding the assets is not much. But then you have to remember, even when you add the assets, if you put your car in a trust, you got to go to the DMV and put that car in your name and the name of the trust. If you put your business up under a trust, right, you have to fill out beneficial ownership change forms to let the IRS know. And then if you're registered with a state, you have to send the change form to the Secretary of State of that state saying that you have changed the beneficial ownership of those accounts, right?
hmm
If you got a business bank account, you have to go change the beneficial ownership of the account. So look up what is the components that's not hard. Look up the components of what a trust needs and go read a couple trusts, create your trust. If
Yep.
you're trying to do an irrevocable trust, type in what are the components needed for an irrevocable trust in the state of, right? And then it'll tell you that is how you create your trust.
Yep. And you guys, there's a couple of great publications y'all check out. There's Scott's Law and Trust. That's what my trust is based off of. And then you got the Weiss, Weiss, Concise Trustee Handbook. Amazing publications on trust.
Oh
Like,
my God, that is an amazing, amazing tool. And if they scroll to the bottom of my page, I have posted it several times. The information is there, y'all. But this is your walk. You just getting a helping hand on your walk. But this is your walk, not ours. We did the walk, baby, and we still walking. We feel like we on the Underground Railroad that ain't stopped. We still walking, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and them see from taking that class the other day how exhausted they were. They like, Auntie, we see with you. Yes. all the different energies, then we have to, whether y'all realize it or not, we have to tap into different people when we come and talk to y'all. That don't be us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to listen to ourselves like, damn, I said that. Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
yeah, look up.
I did not realize, like, literally after day 2, I literally turned the Google Meet off and like fell over on my where I sleep right here, and then I woke up like 6 hours later, like, and I had like 100 DMs. I'm like, oh my gosh, this happens to Auntie every day, doesn't it? I can't
Yes.
freaking.
Nephew will tell you, nephew, how tired did we be after class?
So tired, like a freight train just hit you.
It's like a,
Consultations too.
yeah, oh, that's why I ain't doing no more.
Shoot.
That's why I ain't doing
I
no
have to
more.
come lay down after 5.
Yeah, I'm not doing no more. Mm-mm.
I know I have some people with consultations, and sometimes I reschedule y'all because after explaining, and it's a lot of energy that is drawn from us from wanting to help y'all. Make sure you get the proper information, make sure you're in honor and everything else. It takes a lot out of us. I promise you, if we skip over you, it's not that. I promise you. I have to go lay down because I'm trying to help y'all, and some of y'all don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
But we're here to help you. It just takes a lot out of us, and we are human. In the end of the day, we have lives and families in the background. We really try with y'all, but some days it's a little tough. Some days your girl gotta get a sandwich and some chips and go somewhere else for a few minutes.
That's why I am not ever opening my books for consultation. I can't. No, ma'am.
I take
No,
up the fray,
sir.
Auntie. I'll take up the fray, but
Yeah, same
they
here.
already know.
Y'all
Y'all
can
better exercise
have
some
it.
patience over here.
Give me some
Yep.
links. I'll put them in my bio because I'm not doing them. Nope. It
Yep.
ain't enough. Nope. Not doing it. The only time you get a consultation with me is if you one of my elite people that get one. And guess where they go? Once they got their shit together, guess where I send them? I send them to her. Because she's a
Yep.
part of the puzzle. We're trying to give y'all a whole puzzle on our part. We're trying to give you constant generational wealth, right? So they go to
Absolutely.
her. So it's pieces. And for you to recoup, see, it's easier when you first start a contract. Y'all ever heard the saying, you better start out the way you can hold out? That's why I tell y'all,
Mm.
when y'all first get a car, that first payment, that's the best time right there to discharge it off. Nephew showed y'all with his car. He showed y'all when he got it, showed y'all what date he got it. He told y'all for his very first payment, he SCS this contract and sent it. They sent him a title and a payoff, and on the system it said, congratulations, you pay, and they gave him a refund on some of the interest or something that they gave him a refund for, right?
Sure did.
Compared to a bill you've been paying for 10 years, right? Because once you done paid 10 years, they done got a little spoiled. They mad as hell you done woke up now. And that's when Brendan come in. Y'all see all these pieces? He comes
Mm-hmm.
in to help you be able to wake them up and say time is up with concrete proof that you motherfuckers is committing fraud and where is my money?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you
Where's
get
my
your back pay.
consideration?
Where's my consideration? And this said this bond is selling the 2030. I expect my payment and do not be one day late. You can tell them the same way they tell you. You better not be one day late. Because I see, if you notice, when y'all start looking at your CUSA reports, the day they say that particular pool gets the due date, that the money is due, the credits, excuse me, is due, it's the same due date that's on your statements. Or you can tell them, don't be late. I know on the 15th of every month this come out. On the 15th of every month, I better wake up and look at my living estate
Mm.
trust brokerage account with this amount in there. Play somewhere else.
Yep. It better be here post haste.
That part.
Now,
I can't put it in a regular account like Chase. This it has to be in a trust account, a living.
mm-hmm.
Right?
Anybody knows that trust accounts don't get shut down?
Never.
Nope, mine hasn't.
Man, ain't either. None of the
He's been
circle
for a
that I
long time.
got. None of them. And it's making money for me.
That part.
Lovely
Yeah, better
CPA,
rate.
are you doing everything by yourself? Do you got a firm or do you got a team or is it all you?
I have a team. You can ask Auntie and Caleb. My team don't play with nobody.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Nobody.
perfect.
No, they do not.
If they,
Perfect.
if they ask you a question and you don't answer, they will they'll look at you and keep going. They will look at you and keep going. That's it. I have a team. My team has accounting degrees, and they hold masters in accounting as well. So my
Wow.
team is pretty sharp. So, if you're coming over here, they're an extension of me. So,
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna put your information in just anybody's hands, but I have the final walkthrough on everything for everyone.
Awesome. Oh man. And so they all know about, I guess for lack of a better term, the back door of the treasury, huh?
Absolutely. Ask them any
Oh, of
question you
course.
need to.
That's awesome. Man, finally, where you been?
That's the
Jeez.
same. Look, that's the same thing I said. Like, it's been coming together. I pray, y'all. I am telling y'all, I put it on the altar. Yeah, I said I need a team. I said I need somebody that is an expert, and everybody got a part. And so many people in this space feel like they want to be the top, and it ain't. You got information that can help? Come on. I got information that can help? Come on. Right? Because to be honest, and this ain't to toot my own horn, but toot the motherfucking toot. Okay. A lot of these people that's out here teaching and stuff, if you really go back and look, they started their foundation with me. If you got foundation for me and you blew up like a sailor, congratulations. But then don't come back like, oh, I'm better than. No, because guess what? You have a part and I have a part. He has a part. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, I don't know who that was. I'm gonna figure. I did snapshot your name because when I said something about the mortgage class, you like, oh, I need that class so that I can properly teach the mortgage class and something else. You on my live right now. This is why a lot of my classes don't drop. Because even if you watch my class, are you gonna go do the footwork? All the footwork. It's easy to regurgitate. But you helping somebody with their mortgage and they call you, but this didn't work, that didn't work, and my house is going up for foreclosure on the 28th. Only experience and education and research and time put in is going to be able to tell these people how to answer. Like one of the things on my page, the girl called me, this is last year, she called me one day before her house was about to be auctioned off. One day. And hours to spare because the court was about to close. I said, you got to get down there now. And this is what you need to take them. It's
Mm-hmm.
it stopped her house. She's still in her house. But then she had to do other things. But guess what? It stopped her house. So now she got to get it all the way in order. You can listen to it, but are you able to do that? And that's what a lot of misconceptions is coming. You guys are trying to get into a teaching space and you ain't even got all the way in your space. I have been doing this. 2012, I started in the court. I did not start teaching until 2018 because you still got to read every day. You got to learn every day. And there's still some shit I don't know. But look at
Mm-hmm.
God. What I don't know, he said of Brendan. What I don't know, he said of Creditogenics. What I don't know, he sent the beautiful CPA. So guess what? You just gave me a whole pie, and you took some of the pressure off of me. As long as we got to work by the team, that's why my motto this year is all hands on deck.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
So
We
yeah,
got y'all over here.
and something to somebody right now, and they accept it. Then Brendan can send something to the same motherfucking people with the same, and then they be like, no. So guess what? How do you make sure that you got an automatic that they can never say no? I'm set up properly, and only the living can talk to the living. So guess what? They can't even talk to me. But I have been made ruler of all the land, the sea, and the animals. So wait a minute. If you look up how they call human, they say humans was indicative to animals. But then the words say that I got dominion over all the land. Come on, y'all. The land, the sea, the animals. So I got dominion over these motherfuckers. Oh, okay. Y'all got to think like that. I got the whole pie. My suggestion to whoever you are, I understand you want to do something good, but you can't help somebody that you can't do something yourself. And that's where people are getting messed up because they're listening to everybody because everybody sound good. And people losing shit in the process because you're not doing your homework.
Mm-hmm. You have to do your homework, man. It's I don't know. For me, I was a huge because I used to deliver mail, so I would just listen to audiobooks. That was back in the day. I remember way back in the day when all USFL used to do was just do audiobooks for he would just post the videos with the text and the audios. I listened to those every freaking day, all day long for years. And that's how I really got confident in all this. So some of y'all aren't audible, but some of y'all you just read, but you you gotta just get the reps in. You don't gotta be, you know, doing everything on the rip. Okay, you're not in a rush. I know a lot of people who they're just in a rush because they have all these problems. Well, you have all these problems because you are doing those activities the same way you're doing this with a rush, not sitting back and thinking, no plan, not understanding what the consequences of your actions was going to be, and that's what got you in this situation. So stop repeating what got you into the problem, trying to implement the solution. You got to do it different. So relax. You're going to be okay. God always takes care of his. If he's going to take care of the birds, the squirrels, the worms in the ground, and they have what they need, you think he ain't going to take care of us, the ones that are made in his image? Come on now. It 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 doesn't make sense. We do not need to be worrying about being able to be okay. We're going to be okay. Now, there's some things that we want to do. That's another thing. So, we can do those things. There's nothing wrong with doing them, but we need to understand what comes along with that. Like, we need to understand that as a responsibility, being an arbiter of the earth, just like what Auntie was saying, being an arbiter of the earth means that I am responsible for my kin and kinsmen. Okay, it doesn't mean it means I am that's why the trust they put care of. You're caring for it. It doesn't say in control of or the boss of. It says in care of because it don't belong to the trustee. Okay, but the trustee is responsible and to care for what he has been commissioned to do. And I use the word commissioned in this system very intentionally. So, guys, if you want to, I'm gonna reiterate everything that Auntie is saying. We broke it down for you in the QSIP enforcement class. Links in my bio. Super awesome code. Okay, they were there. They loved it. Pats gave us some great gems in the middle of the class. All right, we got, when y'all are ready, they'll direct you to lovely CPA. Okay, when you're ready, guys, God will provide for you when you're ready. Don't be trying to force it, but get that course. Okay, click those links. Help out the Pats family by learning and being capable. Because look, I ain't gonna knock you guys for showing other people what you did and what you learned. That's not the point of the NDA. The point of the NDA is just so you don't go selling our information as if it were your own. That's the point of it. But we want you guys to actually be capable and actually be able to, lend a helping hand to one another. We're here to help the people. You know, these classes are for that. And when you give consideration, you're helping yourself because you're actually committing to it. Okay? If I had to do things for free, I'm not going to give it the same values if I had to give some consideration for it. So, and I got to give, Auntie all the props for allowing us this platform to be able to share this information with y'all. So I'm really thankful.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Your TDA was locked for 5 months after you bought thousands of T bills, and it was unlocked. All my kitchens and T bills were gone. Hmm. Did they open up the same account? Is it the same account number, or did they open you up another one? And now you called them to ask them where the hell your shit at. Then you have to look at the return on T-bills, right? And at this stage of the game, the only thing I will be buying is municipal bonds. That is the only thing that's backed by the full faith and credit of the United States. You have to remember every state works off of municipal bonds. And it's
And it's
Mm-hmm.
refundable interest credits.
refundable interest credits. And you can buy them. So guess what? When the stock market falls, your municipal bonds going to still be up and running. So right now, invest in municipal bonds.
Let
Or
me
I
ask
would
you this,
buy.
Auntie. Why aren't the Treasury's own bonds backed by the full faith and credit? Why?
Because
You got,
they don't have faith in themselves. No, I'm just kidding.
because the Treasury is, because the Treasury is a corporation.
Right.
hmm Yeah. Municipal bonds are the only bond that is backed by the full faith and credit.
Wow. And that you can get that on the TDA website?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna pick some up. I'll pick
And
some up today.
yeah, just like she told y'all, get some gifts. So let me tell y'all, when it comes to get buying gifts, right? You can do something like, if you fill it out on the form properly, you sent them a gift of $250,000. You can tell them that when they refund you, to take 50 of that thousand and put it into municipal bonds for me. Did y'all know that?
Wow.
So you can not only send them a gift, you can tell them to take a portion of your gift, and they like that. Not because the municipal bond is also helping them with the debt. They like that. They're like, wait a minute, you just sent us a gift, and instead of getting all the money back, you told us to take 50,000 of it and put it into municipal bonds. Because if you notice on a TDA account, you can open up one in your business name, you can open up one in your regular name, you can open up one in your trust name. Well, I got 5 different trusts. So when you send them gifts as your trust, yeah, send me back 200,000, but put 50 on municipal bonds. Because even when all this shit go down, I didn't bought municipal bonds. And because you know you can buy them a gift, because municipal bonds can be a little bit expensive, right? They can.
Mm-hmm.
So I would look up what is the amount that the Treasury can accept. It's on there. And I was like, you know what? Here is a $500,000 gift, and give me $500,000 worth of municipal bonds. So now you still got municipal bonds you ain't pay for.
And
Boop.
a lot of people don't understand that 8888 form is on
Yes.
it's on the 1040 as well,
Mm-hmm.
because they allow you to buy bonds with your federal refund. And if you do that, I'm just putting some game out there and run it back through on the trust. You can put it in that nice little box and get it right back.
And get it right back. You ain't even gotta wait. And then y'all here y'all go with the numerology. Did y'all peep? The name of the form is the 8888. When I
Mm-hmm.
said I said you talking about abundance, because that's abundance on that form.
That
Like
is.
baby, ain't nobody trying to get y'all this foundation for real. We want you to know how to call out a form and know what it means and how to get something back quick. Because you forgot we run on an all electronic system, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
Accrual based reporting. That's what it's called.
I didn't
so
like that.
yeah, so that's how you didn't put yourself in the market. You didn't gotta give. I mean, what? You're cashing in your securities. What? That's heaven on earth. Cause I ain't never understood why the fuck I gotta die to get to the riches and glory. Wait a minute. That don't sound right. I gotta wait till I die and I done reincarnated and came back as a. It's a what? They get my riches and glory? No. Where is my streets paved with gold? But wait a minute. I'm gold. and I'm walking the streets. So the goal, you talking about me? Yeah. Cool, baby.
Y'all better be His glory.
Yeah, they
In
don't
Blue
know.
we trust.
Damn. Them post up. I ain't forgot. Show y'all where they banned all the Bibles but King James. You better get on eBay and find your older Bible, especially in Hebrew, y'all. Y'all get to read. You like, wait a damn minute. You ain't never read Enoch. Read it. You're gonna become so
Yep.
empowered. They said for political reasons. It said the word political. You got to ban these books because it is going to threaten the democracy of them. What? 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 So that's why all these churches on every corner. Baby, you got to preach it this way because King James said, be a good slave and obey your government. That ain't what the fuck we supposed to be doing. But you guess what? We the government. Play with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Like,
indeed.
play somewhere else. That book is a metaphor. That book is telling you the game that they're going to play, and this is what you do. They created two entities. I asked y'all that today. I cut them comments off because I just wanted y'all to read it. If they created two of us, you don't think they created two of them?
Mm-hmm.
That part. That part.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to deceive us with it. That's why we don't stand. When I was in elementary school, we used to stand up there with our hand every morning. The bell would ring before anything got started. We had to say the Pledge of Allegiance to the
Yep.
look how they created. Look how they created two entities. They created the United States and the United States of America. They created a Brendan all caps and a Brendan lowercase. They go to.
Mm-hmm.
They created the United States and the Republic. It says and the Republic. Okay, so which one I want? The United States is cold, red. Look at the flag, red and blue, dead alive. Come on, y'all. White, neutral. That's that lukewarm shit. So you don't think that they created two of them? It's a tool of everything. A heaven and a hell. Because if you stay on the blue side, you're going to be, the red side, that's hell. It's red, ain't it? Didn't they say hell was red? That part.
Yep.
You get on the blue side, we at the ocean. Because ain't the water blue, but we came out of there, but there we go. I ain't going to talk about that. How many of y'all ever paid attention to a globe and read the bottom of it? There is not one globe that you cannot go pick up, and it says this. Has anybody ever picked up a globe and read the disclaimer on the bottom of it?
No.
It says this is for entertainment purposes only, not to be used for educational purposes. Every globe says it's for entertainment purposes only. Wow.
Wow.
But when you think about it, when you go on a road trip, do you take a globe or you take a four-corner map? Why the fuck I
True.
just said drive around in one big circle then? These people play in our face. Y'all should be mad as fuck. They stealing your money. They telling you what to do with your kids. They telling you to go to work. They're laughing. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're laughing at us. Wake the fuck up, guys. Get them trust together so you can see the CPA, so you can get you some money. Find out how to send a gift sheet and gave y'all the motherfucking answer. Y'all can get a bag on the data breach. Like y'all can get a bag. There's so many bags out there. Collect the bag so you can sit and collect the information so that you can strike where you really want to be at the end of the yellow brick road.
I
Or you can
can't
be like,
help it, Auntie. I just get stuck listening. I'd be like, oh, I got to say something. But I'm like, no, there's nothing to say. She said it all.
That part.
I want y'all to wake up because I care, y'all. I care, and it hurts me. Like, I'm getting sick of these motherfuckers for real. Like, I'm like, these niggas, they just won't. And they're laughing. No, don't laugh at me. Like, we have
And
to
they go,
stand in. Yeah, laughing like no, 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 no. It's our turn to laugh because y'all got us fucked up. Yeah, like no. So it hurts me. It hurts me. It does. It hurts me to see y'all take these people to their school. It hurt me to see people have to pay bills. It hurts me. So I'm trying to do all that I can to get y'all set up because it's about saving the kids, y'all. The kids got more time on this earth than we do.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you do today is what's gonna help your kid 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You know, and that's how you have to look at it. We have to save the kids. And so you gotta get it so they can get it. Our parents didn't give it to us. They told us to go to work and be good slaves and shit. You know what I'm saying? No. So you gotta get it so your kids can get it. And you have to set it up. What you set up today is what's gonna be either a blessing, an abundance in the future, or it's gonna be slavery again. I'll tell y'all.
And guys, I'm sure y'all have heard this. The new American dream is to get out of America.
That part. Y'all heard,
Man, listen.
y'all heard them people say that by what is it, 2050? No, 2030. 2050, 2030.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better go look at that 2030 project while y'all talking about 2025 and all that 2030. But anyway, um, they said by 2030 or 2050 that you are not going to own anything and you're going to be and you're going to be happy about it. Who the fuck? I know one thing, you can't touch no trust. So I'm living. Yes, because they have been acting like us the whole time. These niggas been act. That's what they say. The eyes will play tricks on you. These niggas been acting like us the whole time, like they the beneficial owner, and we giving them gifts. Think about it. If you can give Mercedes Benz, because that's what you're doing. Now y'all keep hearing me say you're gifting Mercedes Benz. Why the hell can't you gift the Treasury? Because the Mercedes Benz just take your gift and gift it to the Treasury. Mm.
Mhm.
And y'all let them
Notice
shake,
that they
and you
have.
let them shake you down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the customer service rep on the phone don't know shit. You might as well bypass her. And corporations can't speak. You put yourself in living status. You calling people. You change your shit over to living. Let me tell y'all something. You be like, they said I can't change my account over to the living. Okay, well, bitch, cut the account off and start another one. But guess what? You still got them statements because your living estate trust controls your all caps name. And you still got the statement. So all you got to go to CPA and have her file and say, oh, y'all want to be funny and don't want to change it? No problem. I'm closing the account out. But the money, you close the account out. So now they got to pay you out, right? And then you just open up a new one under the living estate name. They can't even charge you a deposit if you open up an account in a living estate trust name. They can't even, why? Because they cannot charge the living. I'm trying to help y'all. I just want to help. And y'all see they coming out with the new distraction.
Yep.
Not monkeypox back. I'm like, didn't the monkeypox shit go on when Obama was running? If I don't remember, he was in office or something. Not a They play the same dumb shit. You know why? Because they like these dumb motherfuckers don't realize it. They play the same. What? Because to be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna be no November 4th. That's my own prediction. It ain't gonna be
Mm.
November 4th because guess what? Regardless of what they doing and how they doing and they pandering or whatever you want to think, Trippity Trump is going to blow the alarm. And they know it. Because if you look at stats on people's pages, like who you vote, he winning. He winning. Point blank period. So they know that. Because she ain't got no plan. She ain't talked about one. Right? It's more of us than it is Kappas. Okay? She ain't gonna win. But what they're gonna call is a national emergency. They already egging up to it. They're going to call a national emergency. And the law says that during a national emergency, there could be no election. Now, y'all think about what I just said. So that she can remain in, do gone. So she got to remain in. But if they call that, if people going to be so outraged, oh my God, oh my God, not thinking about, well, wait a fucking minute. If there could be no election under a national emergency, we've been under a national emergency every year since 1933. So do that mean that we didn't have a presidency at all and all this shit was fake? Oh, So yeah. Use your ticket packages. T-Mobile. T-Mobile is easy. Help yourself, darling. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all like that word help. This is why they sold for us. I'll help you. I'll help you. They made shit so convenient. They made shit for people to be lazy. You gotta help yourself. The world is a stage. It sure is.
Yep. There's a song by Godsmack. I don't know if the past family might not know it, but they say all the world's a stage and you are the only player.
It's a
Panic
whole
at the
fucking video
Disco too,
game.
Brandon.
It's a whole video game. I remember my son some years ago. I was still in North Carolina. He was playing, I think, Call of Duty. Right? And he
Yeah.
came to me and he was like, "Mom, why is it a part on my game and Michigan is underwater?" I'm like, "What?" I lived in Michigan for 30 plus years. Okay. It
Wow.
ain't never rained to the point where we flooded the way that they were flooded. Right? Then there was another building. He was on some white building. He's like, "Man, that's a real building." And he pulled the building up. Like Call of Duty. Because in a minute, that's what you're going to need to fight off the zombie. You better be locked and loaded. Because they cover. That cover shot about to start happening. But great. But yeah, Call of Duty. So they put it in your face.
We're actually living in a real life
Yeah.
GTA.
Y'all don't even know.
That's why these kids catch on to shit so quick because they've been playing video games. They told us through cartoons. You know they got to keep up with the generation, right? They told us through cartoons what the fuck they were doing. They're showing the kids what they are doing through the video games because they have to pre-program them, right? But they still have to tell the truth. They're trying to get away from karma. And I think all
Mhm.
of us, 714 of us, should be karma to them and get yourself in order. So when 2050 comes,
Yep.
bitch, you may not own nothing, but I do. Why? Because it's in the living estate trust. And if I die, guess what? My kids' trust is going to own that. Y'all talking about beneficiaries? Make your trust the beneficiary. Would I make my living trust revocable? Yes, because that's the one you can change. Because you're going to have your foreign and then your irrevocable. That's what all the meats and all the good shit, the birth certificate, to everything. You know what I'm saying? That's all of that goes into that. And then you got your living trust, which is something you can operate out of. You can change it, you can add to it, and etc. And it doesn't take all the rigmarole. Okay, so your beneficiary of your living estate trust should be your trust. I will make my irrevocable trust or my foreign express trust. Me, it would be my foreign express trust. Will be um, the beneficiary. And guess who controls those? Me. If something happens to me, guess who controls it? My children's trust. They have individual trust and remembrance of their dad. They to always carry that Wesley name, right? Theirs is there. So they got that. So that control that. And who control that trust? They do. So it still went from one trust to another, and we still kept the the protection of the assets without it going to probate and going directly to our kids. But then you got to teach your kids how to administer a trust, which means you got to know. You got to have that stuff in a binder. The worst thing ever is to have a parent that passed away, and now you got to look for their shit. And then the court just stepped in and locked the house up. So now you can't find the will. Hell, they done took the phone book. I can't call the lawyer. Like, this is the type of shit I went through. I wish it's bad enough you done lost a parent. Now I got to go through this shit. Like, they don't give a fuck about you losing nobody. To them, that's ching, 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 ching.
Yep.
So you have to get yourself prepared. Your kids
Man.
should not be beneficiary. Your trust should be beneficiary. And
Yep.
all
That's how my
y'all got,
structure is.
yeah. And all y'all got bank accounts. And how many of y'all have actually went in the bank and listed a beneficiary down?
Yep.
You got a trust, especially at a credit union. If you at a credit union, they got a whole life insurance policy on you. It's a life insurance connected to your credit union account. Have any of y'all went in there and all you got to do is say, hey, I need to update my beneficiary on my account? Most of them, you can do it online. So if something happened, and if it's a beneficiary on the account, that means if something happened to you, your kid or whoever, which should be a trust, is the beneficiary of it, they can go in there and withdraw your funds. That's why people be having fish fries and shit. They nigga done made $100 million out here selling fucking drugs, but they doing a fish fry. Why? Because all his money in his bank account is now locked because he didn't have no beneficiary, which means now it has to go through what? Probate.
Mm-hmm. I love that word pay. Pay.
They love that word. Pay. And if it get to probate, they taking everything. You ain't gonna be left with nothing. They taking it all, I'm telling you. They gonna find a reason for you and the family not to agree so that they can say, oh no, we need to appoint a court trustee. I'm telling you, they did this shit to me, right? I look, but what got me, this is when I knew the newspaper was legal notice, right? So she done died. She owned her house. She got it built from the ground up. The house was left as a survivorship to my brother, which means as soon as her passing, it didn't have to go through probate, right? The house was his. Okay, they left the house to my brother. This is how they stole the house. They put a trustee over my brother who sold the house because the house went to my brother, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they took him. That's how they took the house. But now, mind you, we all alive. These people know who we are. These motherfuckers had an estate sale, right? And sold all my mama shit. So in court, because I'm asking the judge for a motion, I said, we need to get in there. I need to get, you know what I'm saying, her phone book. I need to get her. This little short motherfucker, Saporin is his name. Gonna say, well, it's all gone. I said, well, what's all gone? He said, we sold it. I said, you sold it when? In the estate sale. I said, Your Honor, we didn't know nothing about no estate sale. You know what this little short, stubby motherfucker said? We put it in a newspaper. I knew right then the power of the newspaper.
Wow.
And they did. They put it in the newspaper. They said that was public notice. I lived in a whole nother fucking county than she did. Tell y'all how it doesn't matter what county you file your paperwork in. I lived 5 counties away from my mother. They put it in the Oakland County newspaper, and I live in fucking Wayne County. How was I ever supposed to see it? But because it was in a newspaper and I didn't contest it, yeah,
Yep.
that's the power of the newspaper. So when y'all getting these problems, so when you can't get stuff recorded, let me tell you how you get it recorded. You get the notary signature on whatever you're getting. Go get the notary signature certified by the court clerk. It's almost like an apostille, but you're only certifying the notary signature. Remember the power of the
Yep.
notary.
That's all they
Because it
can
now
do.
Yeah, because it now has a certification of the notary signature. Guess what? When you go to file in a newspaper, they have to now because the notary signature and the certified stamp just made it a what? A legal document. They have instructed big companies, big like the Free Press and Detroit News, those newspapers right there. They have instructed them not to run baby ads no more. But I remember reading them as a kid. You might have to go to a county over, etc. Your county don't want to file your paperwork. Whatever you're filing within the county, right? They be like, oh, we don't want to file it. Guess what? Go to a neighboring county over and file it. They're going to give you a file number. And you take that file number over to now your county. Guess what? They have to now file it. You put the new book page and say that it's on the county on the record here. Guess what? Now they have to file it. Y'all can get them to stop denying your paperwork by knowing what you're doing, and you're only going to know that by what foundation. These people tell y'all no, and you be like, okay, they told me no. What am I supposed to do? Figure it the fuck out. So that's how y'all do it.
Right. Guys, she dropped all these gems on every
And
live.
it's
And
like
then y'all
that.
come back asking the same freaking questions. Like, I don't get it. Like, I,
Court
why?
clerk or county clerk certifies the notary signature. I don't know. Look it up. Call them and ask them. It's
Yeah,
just the simplest of that y'all don't even take the time to even go look up.
because they're a court
Like,
officer. Same thing when you guys authenticate the birth certificate. What are they authenticating? They're authenticating, the state is authenticating the county's seal on the bottom right or bottom left of the document. And then the federal government is authenticating the state seal on
yep.
the state authentication. That's what they're authenticating.
If you know anything about the rules, anything that has not been authenticated can be said that it is lawful for now you to be able to use it. Y'all talk about, and then too, for you guys that got new babies, if you believe in getting your baby Christian, you make sure you put it in the Living Bible and you make your pastor. Remember how important the churches are. the, the the
Mhm.
the judge is a minister. Why you think he can marry you, Blue? Right.
I know
So
that's right.
you get your pastor to do the baptism of your baby and give you a certificate. You know, you can put that in the newspaper, and now that is legal notice that those children belong to you and the dad, or however names is on there. You can then go register that. You can go register that at the county and put it in.
Churches.
The churches are
Yep.
501c3, even though somebody's a separation of government and state, right? Government and church. But when you go for any case, before you can talk, they make you put your hand on a what? A Bible. But y'all keep talking about the Bible don't play a role. They sure make you swear on that motherfucker, don't it? But if you knew it, you can use it. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Churches and ministers are tax exempt.
Yep. Just like the judges.
Yeah, that's why you can go in there and the judge can marry you.
The
Just like these
judge.
people, this is elaborate scheme they came up with. I wish I could sit down because hats off. Like I would roll a fatty with them. We could pour a double shot, and I don't even drink, but I'm gonna drink with them that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, how
Yeah,
did y'all?
you can
Like,
bet
I
they
just want to.
drink.
Yeah, I want to know where their mind was when they came up with this system. They're fucking brilliant in an evil, sadistic way, though. But they're fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
For real.
Yep.
They are. Like,
Yep.
I
Like
just
they figured
want
out,
to
I
pull
mean,
up.
before all this, they literally convinced people to give all their money to the church. Like,
10%.
just take it.
And
You
that ain't
know?
even what it said. It said to the storehouse. Tithes is given to people. I give to, and I usually give to the church. Y'all know I was a church one. I liked the church I was at, and I knew he used it for what he was supposed to, so I had no problem with that. Right? But
Right.
did you know that your church is supposed to give you a statement because you gifted into them? Usually because you're supposed to put that on your taxes. Is there a certain number for that? For them to file that? But yeah, they supposed to give you, that's a charity. Churches are charities. They 501c3s. They
Mm-hmm.
supposed to give you, now go ask one of them mega churches why they ask you like TD Jakes for your tax return. They ask you for your tax return and your W-2 at these big mega churches, right? To see if you make enough money to be able to be in their congregation. What type of shit is that? But guess what? Did they tell you that at the end of the year they supposed to give you a charitable donation motherfucking form so you can file it on your taxes under charitable donations? I bet you go.
Absolutely.
I bet you go ask when they gonna kick your ass out the church. So about the
Yep.
Lord
Because they
said,
are claiming those credits.
yeah. They gonna be like, and the Lord says, Sister Susie, your time here. Shout
According to
about
the
fire. They gonna be
bylaws, we
speaking
gonna
it.
have to ask you to leave.
Oh my
Right.
God. They gonna be speaking. You're right, because have you looked up if your church 501c3, guess what? They got bylaws. You better go read them. Because the Bible didn't say it said take 10, and it don't even say it to the storehouse. Tithes is given to our neighbors. Tithes is a person on the side of the road and you feel and you give to them. Tithes is helping people. Why are you the only one pastor driving a Cadillac? And everybody in here, and when they you talking about and give your because the lights for the church they need to stay on and your lights off. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. People hate that. Look, they drop it out like there she go. Talk about that church again. I don't care. I'm a pastor's kid. Okay. I grew up in this shit. I know what I look. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. But it's all tied together, y'all. It's minister. Every judge is a minister. What that tell you? You swear on the Bible. What that tell you? So can I use this Bible to get out this case? It say only God can judge me. Well, Yana, what are you doing? Are you God? Ask the judge, is he God? And be like, well, only God can judge me. So yeah, y'all. That is it.
Wow.
What time is
We just,
it where you at, Brandy?
it's almost noon over here.
Oh, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning on here. I'm about to get off with these people.
Yeah. So one more reminder, guys. Um, Before we get off, hit up the hit up the make sure y'all follow me, follow lovely CPA, follow Ignorance Be Gone. All right, follow everyone on here. If you go special pass family discount for the pre-sale of the 2-day workshop we did. Okay. She'll probably drop a post with the code. Okay, but just a reminder before we get off. We really appreciate you guys so much. And make sure y'all are writing these down. I don't care if you screen record these or what, but she dropped gems every time. Please don't come back, ask the same questions. Come back with some sauce. Come back with some wins. And we're gonna see you in class.
And I dropped a gem in the comments too for everybody asking about their religious exemption.
Yep.
You
Gave you
know
the
what I'm gonna
form.
do too for all of my notaries, and I haven't did this in a long time. You know, y'all notary book is like what, 50 pages to be a notary? Is it even that many?
It depends. You can get your own notary book. Mine is like I do a lot, so mine is like 200 pages.
So I mean, the notary book
Oh, the
for
handbook.
the handbook to learn how to be a notary, isn't it like 50 pages?
I'm actually looking at it right now. It is. Let me grab it off my shelf.
Okay.
It is 102 pages.
No, it is not. I've had this for a long time, a very long time. I got to go pull out one of my flash drives or an old tower because I keep my towers. Okay. Y'all book of everything that a notary can do is 400 plus pages. They only, it's, man, y'all got the power. Y'all are higher than judges. So remind me when you talk to me tomorrow to go in my archive and find that. And if you are a notary, we will get it sent out to you.
Right.
Because notaries, you guys are so powerful. People, if you got court cases, take a notary. Damn it, if you could take three of them with you. And let it be known that you got a notary in there because they can contest to everything. Y'all learned in the class about notary presentment. A notary presentment is a fucking beast if
Yep.
you understand what that means,
And
right?
I know y'all heard all them books fall behind me, so don't y'all judge me over here. I
That part.
read in bed.
I do too. I got so many books. Man, so many books. Because when the power go out, I'm going to still have my books. Grab me a motherfucking candle and sit there and read. But I'm going to have my books. So, the notary. So, you notaries, because I know I got a lot of them, I will get, this is the national book. It is actually, I got it from the Library of Congress. I didn't, this ain't nobody's, I got this manual from the Library of Congress. Everything is in a manual. Look at that. Everything is in a manual. Emmanuel, ain't that what they said his name is? Yeah, everything is in a manual. So yeah, y'all. They ain't catch that, did they?
Probably not.
they
Mm-mm.
said they said his name was Emmanuel. Wait a minute, everything is in it, and I'm just telling you because it said notary manual is what it says. So I'm gonna dig in my archives. Man, I got that thing years ago, but I know I got it saved, and I'm gonna send it out to you, and then anybody that's a notary will get it sent to you because you guys need to know how powerful you are, especially with people on this journey. If you guys notice, if you look at some of the receipts with like especially American Express, if you really break down the coupon, because we really told you how to do it, it's on the post. You see people who didn't have no issue, they got their coupon where they signed their name, they got their notary signature on there. They got a notary to certify what it is that they were sending them, right? So just a little something, but you guys enjoy your night. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, nephew. Thank you, beautiful
No
TPA.
problemo.
Jumping
Yep.
You
on.
know I'm here for it.
And yeah, y'all do what y'all got to do, but I gave y'all a list. Get started there before you try to do anything else so that you can get on top of the game. So you can skip some steps, basically. It's like you getting, when you throw the little thing and it say on Monopoly and it say you can move 10 steps. If you do it in order, you'll be able to move to them steps quickly. Okay, y'all? Skip some steps. So on that note, you guys have a very amazing night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.